When the SNES came out, I started liking RPG games. During the PlayStation 1 and the beginning of the PS2 era, I was addicted. Eventually, I grew out of them, outside of a few occasions. I say that to say this. One of the big mechanics for role-playing games is grinding. In a simple sense, grinding is a repetitive motion done to increase the overall ability of a character to prepare them for a more difficult challenge, usually a boss. If it's flagrant in gaming, it's often condemned. However, in real-world applications, it's actually healthy. The continued motions, especially of the foundations of any skill or ability, help you to grow and develop to more advanced actions, which you can then grind to become even more proficient. Let's say you want to learn piano, for instance. You can start fumbling around note by note to try to learn a song, but it's recommended by nearly any reputable teacher to begin with scales. And not just the basic C scale, but as you grow more into piano playing, the scales of just about every key, both major and minor. The applications are nearly endless, and your faith is the same way. Hebrews 5 verses 12 through 14 read, "For though by this time you ought to be teachers, you need someone to teach you again the basic principles of the oracles of God. You need milk, not solid food, for everyone who lives on milk is unskilled in the work of righteousness, since he is a child. But solid food is for the mature, for those who have their powers of discernment trained by constant practice to distinguish good from evil." Growth is important, and that comes by grinding. Learning about Jesus through Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John are good. But why would the world need Christ to come to begin with? Where was it foretold? Why is it that we bear his name? That comes both from the Old and New Testaments, not just those 4 books. But men, here's where the rubber meets the road. When you're grinding, do not let anyone try to push you away or attempt to diminish your effort, especially if they aren't doing any growing themselves. If they think that they will just have success fall in their lap, chances are they will fail. They will fail, and they'll blame everyone but themselves because they deserve to fail. You don't. Just like I mentioned in a previous video of crabs in a bucket, the mediocre ones, the ones at the bottom, will try to pull you down to their level. The end result? You will get cooked as bottom rung people just like they do. What gives you the strength to lift yourself up higher? The grinding you did prior to this point in your life. Why would somebody who doesn't grind get to tell you that you're wasting your time? Worse, why would you listen to those people? So never stop grinding. In fact, you can use your grinding as a sieve to determine if those in your circle deserve to be there. If they celebrate your success, or even better, grind for their own success, keep them. If they're lazy or mediocre, wanting you to be the same way that they are, remove them from your circle. It's like a woman being jealous of a man's weight loss while she does nothing to lose her own weight. Why would you want that in your life to begin with?